machine of manufacturing consent no longer works. 10 years from now, and it's not a joke, I claim, rape will be called, well, why not, enhanced seduction technique. I think Trump is disgusting. Like, you know, with Trump, I became a racist. It will be a kind of big awakening. New political processes will be set in motion.
Without further ado, let's talk to the man himself. Slavoj Žižek joins us live from New York. Thanks for joining us here on RT, sir. Good to have you with us today. You've said many unflattering things about the US President-elect Donald Trump, yet you'd also said you'd vote for him. Why do you say that?
It's not that I favor him for what he positively stands. What I am afraid of is the status quo consensus here. People seem to be getting used to that things don't really change, the same situation just drags on, and we are, I claim, slowly drifting towards ecological catastrophe, maybe a new world war, new racial tensions, and so on and so on. And the Democrats were, in this election, the pure party of the establishment, of the ruling consensus. So, disgusted as I am with Donald Trump, I hope that precisely the shock of electing him will maybe trigger some restructuring of the entire political space where new options will maybe emerge, like an authentic leftist movement around Bernie Sanders and others. I think it's not enough if Hillary were to win. That would give him catastrophe, because it's not enough to say, oh, we avoided the catastrophe and so on. No, the real catastrophe is the status quo. Everything appears okay and so on, but we are slowly drifting towards a catastrophe. We need an awakening.
In the run-up to the election, most mainstream media, as well as most mainstream polls, were predicting overwhelmingly a Hillary Clinton victory. Why did they fail to see this coming?
I think there are a couple of reasons, but maybe the most interesting one is that I think the Democratic strategist totally misread why and in what way people identify with Trump. Most of us who were observing the electoral process remember how often left liberal media claimed, now we caught Donald Trump with his pants down in an open embarrassment when he said something improper or made a mistake, and they thought, now this is his end, he committed suicide. No, not only he didn't, this even helped him, because ordinary people didn't identify with an ideal Trump. They perceived him as one of us precisely through his vulgarities, mistakes, and so on and so on. That's how political identification works. That's a big lesson.
Some of Trump's ideas, though, they're regarded as very dangerous, backwards, xenophobic, certainly by many of the people who are protesting against him right now. Isn't that enough to make Clinton a better choice for America? Many would say so.
Again, although I think not even all Trump's ideas are radically bad. Of course, I'm terrified at his racism, some of his economic ideas, even more. In my old age, I mean,